Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video we are going to talk about an exploit called MySQL login, and we will use it to crack our Metasploitable to MySQL, a service MySQL which is running on Metasploitable 2. So let us do that. Now, to first of all, let us make sure that the MySQL service is running on Metasploitable 2. Now the IP which I know, and let us make a nmap scan simply to make sure the service is running. So we will run nmap on port number. MySQL runs on 3306 port. So let us scan it. We need the root password, and here you can see the MySQL service is running on port number 3306. So to use this payload, we have to open the Metasploit framework first. Now to start Metasploit framework, we have to type msf console and start. Click enter and wait for some time to start the Metasploit framework. And now you can see it is started. So we can search for the all the exploits of related to MySQL. So we will search for MySQL, and there you can see approximately 30 exploits are there, but which can which is related to MySQL hacking. But what we are interested in is to log in. But what we are interested in is to log in MySQL. So here you can see one exploit called MySQL login, which is under auxiliary scanner MySQL login. We can use it to crack our MySQL password. But this is going to use a kind of brute force attack. So you have to all you have you need a username list and password list, which I already have created. So let us see if it is there. So I have the username and password in the documents directory, and here you can see we have used it in the previous hacks. So let us use it to hack the MySQL. So we'll use the exploit index is 10, so we will use 10, and let us see the options we can set in this exploit. Now the first option is saying that we will use blank password to brute force it. So let it be there. We will use blank password, and the brute force speed is 5. So it is the rate of login that this exploit is going to try. So it is going to try 5 attacks per second. Here is an option to set the password file, and there is an option to set the username file. You can set username colon password in the format also. Here is the option user pass file containing users and password separated by space, one per line. Means you have to set username space password in a file. We are going to use the username file separate and a different password file. So let us set it. So we will set user file, and which is under directory of root documents and user.txt, and let us set the password file also. We will set password file which is in the same directory but different name. The name is passw.txt. So it is set. Now we have to set the target host. Set our host. The IP is 10.10.10.131, and now just exploit. So the verbose mode is already true, so by default, so it will show all the tries that is performing under the hood. So let us exploit it, and they will see it is trying logging and everything is login failed. These are the wrong password and usernames, but we got success in two places. One is here success admin, and another one is success root. But these usernames are not using any kind of password, so it is only the usernames. So we got the usernames of the MySQL service. So now let's try logging in. So I'll back to another terminal and let us try logging in. And MySQL username, what we have, the username was root. So let us first try with root, and the host is the IP of MySQL service, and we are in. Welcome to the MariaDB monitor. And there you can see, oh my god, so databases, and here you can see we are inside the MySQL Metasploit 2 MySQL database. Here we will have all the databases showing here, and you can create new databases and get inside of any of this one databases. So let us use the dbwa, and we are in the dbwa database. You can see the tables. Let's see what we have in the dbwa database. All from, let us first show tables, and here you can see the tables in dbwa database. So this is how this using this exploit you can crack the MySQL. You can brute force the MySQL service running on server, but please don't use it for illegal purpose. And this video is only for educational purpose, so that you can learn about this. This is how brute force attack works. So our main goal is to protect this type of attacks by using more secure passwords, more secure usernames, and make sure the IP of the database is not public. So that is all for this video. Click like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.